Hello everyone, so I am here inside Wolverhampton Slot Car Club now. The place is epic, check this out. So I'm just gonna duck this down a little bit. Check that out. So we've got one track, two track, and it is a beast. Look at that everyone. I'm gonna keep the noise down a little bit here, not be my usual animated self because I'll probably make people come off the track while they're trying to focus on the track day itself. So Thursday night's down here, starts at 7, finishes when the last man goes. They've been very, very welcoming. Malcolm and Chris are the guys that you would need to speak to if you wanted to call them up or email to get down here. Race fees, £5. But I'm sure for the first time, they've got a couple of visitors in tonight. They'll let you come in and have a look around. There's always cars, there's always controllers for you guys to borrow, to explore, to experience before making purchases. I've been here maybe half an hour and haven't stopped chatting. I know you find that hard to believe, but it really is the truth. Couldn't speak higher of this club. So I'm going to do some track filming now, give you some car action, and then we're going to get back onto it and see if I can have a little go myself. I've bought my box I'm going to use. Oh, you have to wait and see. Hey Albert, track back! Get round here, let's get round here, a little bit of kick out there. We've got to take it strong on the back, get round through tunnel cam. We've had a crash, we derailed it on Gambon. And famously, these guys have agreed to set up a race. So here they are, Class GT3 by the looks of it. Yeah. So we'll race for 2 minutes and then it'll cut power and we'll see what happens then. So, cheers boys, thank you for this. Why am I thanking you? Getting racing like it's a hardship. Watch them lights. And they are off like to me, and to you. It's a tight race, 30 seconds left. Green leading, white, yellow and red. Coming down, probably 15 seconds now. Last held around here. Who is going to win?
Slow down there. Let me take a shot of them. There we go.
Hold on. So, what this gentleman here is doing, what's your name, chap? Ash, well reminded, thank you. Ash is truing down his tyres to make them flat, give you more contact to the track, and that is what you need. So, the theory is you put this wheel on the thing, spins around, and it basically grinds it flat. You're using some oil, is that a trade secret, Ash? Or so what's that you're using on there?
Just regular 3-in-1.
Oh, is it? Okay, because I've seen some of the guys up at Rockingham, where I go, they put, it's a 50-50. Some use lighter fluid to do it, and others do it dry. So is it preference?
Black art.
Is it?
Yeah, black art tyres on it, so you'll find a way that suits you and you get the best results from, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of stick to it. So.
Okay, and that literally is true in tyres, and you sit there watching the ohms and then putting it a bit closer and watching it. Don't even know if that's ohms, but we'll watch the numbers go into amps. That's it. I'll take a perch here. We might be here for 20 minutes watching this. It is a slow process. A bit like waterboarding, right? So we've got to be careful. It could happen. Ash is in there. Quick inspection. Do you race, Ash? Dude, was you in on Sunday doing the racing?
Yeah.
Good man.
Third overall?
That'll do, well done. I am nowhere near a competitive race yet. Honestly, my competition's staying on for more than 4 laps.
Yeah, oh yeah. I started like that as well. Yeah, I did get the nickname
Yeah. And then just as you get used to it, they turn the direction of the track round.
I know they do it. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So you just get used to the direction, so then you can start thinking about the handling of your car, and they switch direction. But you know, it's good fun because then you see all like the really, really experienced guys who have forgotten the other way around, and it's all new and you got a chance. So then they are 2 times trued rear tyres. Yep. And do you guys varnish the front tyres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're already done.
Like a bit of a standard. And as you see, Ash is just finishing, rubbing a bit of his 3-in-1 oil into the trued tyres and then away into the tyre stash. Pro.
Done.
It's crash and burn. Is it? Yes, it is. Alright. Peter, what we do at Pete,
Yeah.
this is going to be crash and burn. So if they crash,
Ah, right, okay.
so it's a marshallless race.
So I'm glad I'm not in on this then.
Hard control, so I'll say.
Yeah.
If they end over there, they need to over here. So 2 minutes of agony. You ready for it, please?
Yeah.
Right then, right, just 2 minutes.
So the nice thing is,
Was.
yeah. The nice thing is that Nick and Ash have brought me down to the car cabinet of happiness. I tell you, this is the place to be. And they're going to talk me through a couple of the cars that mean something to them personally and the story attached to it. So pick a winner each or a runner-up if it's a sore subject.
Go through in date order, really.
Okay.
So you
What we got?
obviously heard of the Oxygen 24 hour.
The Oxygen 24-hour Le Mans, which we'll watch on Johnny S's channel and some other channels as well.
Pretty sure, if I can remember right, that was the first year it ran ever.
Yeah.
Do you know what year it was?
Second it was.
It was 23rd. Oh, it was the
Second year.
Second, yeah. So this was the 2013 car, I believe.
Yeah.
It's the first year we ran it.
Okay. And this is a race that goes on for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Digital race as well, so you got something like, what is it, usually 15 or so cars.
Wow, 15 races from all around the world.
Yeah, it's an international event.
Yeah,
Teams
so-
all over the world.
Flags out. And
this was the GT category, obviously C6 Corvette.
Yeah.
Pretty battered after 24 hours.
were you the only Corvette on the track, or were there other
No,
Corvettes?
there was two.
There's usually one or two, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember who we were battling at the point, but we were.
Well, we
Okay.
weren't actually part of this team, were we? We came in.
No,
we,
we did this next.
this one's probably yours and my personal favourite, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
first
I
year
love
we
the
got-
way, I don't know if you can see this, they've got black and nasty tape holding the spoiler in position. Is that just because it wang off and you have to finish with a spoiler?
Yeah, the car has to have a spoiler on throughout the race.
Yeah.
So once we'd broken both the mounts off it, the only way to keep it on and keep us rolling was to just duct tape it to the back.
Yeah, and after you've had a light beat off in the dark at the end of the ball, sounds great. It's kind of
Yeah.
search the room for your spoiler, it kind of disappears into
Yeah.
the dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on. This one's probably yours and my favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was
What have
2014.
we got here?
So
So let's have a look at this one. This is 2014 one.
every year they kind of picked a different year from Le Mans, so a different era. So obviously that was modern days with the Corvette, and then they went to the 90s for the following year. So we ran the slotted McLaren.
You take that, because I ain't going to be responsible for dropping it. Oh, I've got my glue with me, so before
There's
Mal...
plenty of that in it anyway.
Fair,
So
it's full of
Yeah.
Again, the spoilers kind of held on with tape, but this one kind of
Yeah, there's a theme emerging
Yeah.
here with your spoilers.
This
Yeah.
one kind of is a bit of a laugh for us because we kind of
Yeah.
hold the distinction of this car got a rule brought in for the following year. Because obviously they have to have light kits in them for the dark,
Right.
so you can see the car, but you're allowed to run an LED light inside the cockpit. So you
Okay.
can actually see it. Obviously, if you're standing way over on the
Yeah.
controller podium, the car's on the other side of the room. So we had a chap build us a light kit on the inside. It's got two really, really bright LEDs
Okay.
in it.
So,
And it lit up the wall, and a lot of people were quite upset about it.
so when we put those in, there was no rule of how many LEDs we could have in the inside and how bright they could be.
and what year was that?
2014.
2014.
So we
okay.
got two in the inside
Yeah.
and one on the rear as well. So it was lit up like a Christmas tree. You couldn't miss
Brilliant.
it. You
Yeah.
couldn't miss it in the dark either. The year after they changed it,
It's
just
quite amusing reading the 2015 rulebook saying only one LED,
LED
on the
in the
inside.
inside, yeah.
Oh, that was us, we did that.
This
You
is
can probably just about see it
fantastic.
through the windows.
That's a slot it. Love that car.
Yeah.
So did you only race that the 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah, all these have only raced one
Okay.
once.
And why did you change year on year? Was it improving?
The categories changed basically,
I
so
see.
we can't run the same car twice. Well, you said
You have to move with the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every year he chooses a different era of Le Mans.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for this year he did modern day GTs.
Yeah.
And then he moved to 90s GT, so we had to change car.
And how far in advance do you get to find out if the category changes?
He normally releases it September.
Because there's a lot of work. A lot
Yeah.
of people 3D print the chassis.
Oh yeah, I
and
mean this
get
is the early days
yeah.
as well. It's gone crazy. These
really
days.
involved with
Yeah,
like
so-
tech.
So when they first started running it, we hadn't really got to the kind of level it is now, where people started 3D
Yeah.
printing chassis and making custom bodies. We were still kind of on production
It's
shells.
intense, isn't it?
I mean that leads on to this
Excuse
one.
me.
Again, another Corvette actually because
Yeah.
they went back to the modern day.
Okay.
So we thought, well, we'll go for exactly the same car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one miraculously is in a lot better condition, probably because of the amount of time it spent off the track.
Yeah.
We didn't have a great race that year. We did not have a good race that year, to be honest.
And no black masking tape. That's the problem.
I know, yeah. That's
You had a
that is
bad
probably
race
the key
because
to
there's
it.
no black and nasty on
Yeah,
there.
he spent probably more time off the track than
Yeah.
he did on for this year.
Is it the same?
It is exactly
It's
the
exactly
same,
the same
yeah,
car.
if you can believe it. There you go.
So 3 years on.
That was the first year where they kind of got a bit mental, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They
that
were
was-
starting to build their own cars. They were really, really rapid.
And I missed that. What brand was that again?
Another
they're both
NSR.
NSR.
NSR. Okay.
C6 Corvette.
Lovely cars.
I suppose the final one, really.
Yeah.
Sort of a standalone race.
Game
Wasn't actually the 24-hour race. This was the 12-hour. Well, just 2 6 hours combined, so
Yeah.
over 2 days. Up at Pendle in Lancashire.
Yeah.
They held a battle in the manufacturers' race.
Yeah.
So there was like one car from every manufacturer.
Obviously, other slot car suppliers exist,
Yeah, of
but
course.
Pendle's the place most of us go to.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to get NSR, so
Yeah.
we fielded the Mo's was probably one of the best ones you can buy, and we actually won that event. So
Did
that
you?
was a good
Yeah.
one for us.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you
And what
very
year was that?
2012.
2012.
2012. So that's
So
going back
actually-
10 years.
Yeah, I probably should have started
Wow.
this one actually because this car this was the first ever digital race.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Us as a team did, and then the guys did the 2013 race at the 24 hour after this.
Yeah.
And that kind of got us all involved.
And you have to
Moved
put
on
in
to
your
that.
own digital chips. They don't come in
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
cars
yeah.
as standards.
No, it
And
was-
that doesn't look like a regular chassis.
No, the fact this car was actually built from parts, every component was purchased individually. It wasn't actually a car that came out of a box.
Yeah.
Everything was completely
Scratch built.
Yeah, it was all in packets, and we put the whole car together.
Okay.
It's actually only done one race.
Yeah.
We never really race them again because it's sort of like the tradition in the real
And-
life race. They don't race them again, do they?
Do you ever
Sometimes.
get involved in like spraying them or rebranding them
Yeah,
or
yeah.
trying to get them into some like kind of orange and black?
Well,
city
that's
colours?
why that
Yeah.
is in city colours.
That
So,
was kind of
okay.
the
That's
idea
why I
behind
asked the
this one.
question because it's a
Yeah.
little bit like the walls and
yeah, so
Yeah.
because it was a team car, we did spray it in the Wolves colours.
fantastic.
Whereas obviously in the Le Mans series, we have
Yeah.
to run a livery that ran at Le
Yeah,
Mans.
he's
Yeah.
quite particular on making sure the cars look authentic in that
Yeah.
race. You can't just turn up with like a pink thing or
Oh,
something
like
like
cars
that.
for Insta.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the other thing. These boys are big on Insta. So, like I said on the intro, subscribe to them. You'll get updates. You find out what's going on.
Yeah,
Um,
Wolf Slot Car on Instagram.
Anyway, Nick, Ash, so you got it.
Yeah.
Thanks ever so much for your time.
No
It's a
problem.
private joke running between me and Nick. I forgot his name enough times tonight, but I'll never do it again. No, good sports. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate
That's
it.
all right.
Pleasure.